The night was dark and moonless as I set out on the desolate highway, my hands gripping the steering wheel with a hint of trepidation. Raindrops lashed against the windshield, distorting my view of the endless road ahead. I had heard rumors about this stretch of road, tales of eerie encounters and inexplicable phenomena, but I brushed them off as mere superstitions. I was alone, save for the eerie hum of the engine and the pitter-patter of rain. The car's headlights struggled to penetrate the dense veil of darkness that enveloped the highway, leaving me feeling as if I were driving in an abyss. The radio crackled with static, and each station I tried seemed to broadcast nothing but disturbing whispers and faint cries. Unease began to creep into my heart, but I pushed it aside, convincing myself that it was just my imagination running wild. As the miles stretched on, I noticed an odd occurrence. A faint, ghostly figure seemed to appear and vanish in the corner of my eye whenever I glanced into the rearview mirror. My heart raced, and I shook my head, blaming it on the weariness of the long drive and the ominous atmosphere outside. Yet, the sensation persisted, and I could no longer ignore the sense of being watched. Fear gripped me as the figure grew more distinct, its hollow eyes peering into my soul. My breath hitched, and I forced myself to stay focused on the road ahead. Suddenly, the car's engine sputtered, and the headlights flickered before dying completely. Panic surged through me as I coasted to a stop on the side of the road, engulfed by darkness. My mind raced, wondering if I should attempt to restart the engine or wait for help. From the shadows emerged a hazy figure, its outline barely visible through the rain-streaked windows. It approached the car and my pulse quickened, the once mundane rain now sounding like a foreboding drumbeat. The figure tapped on the window, and against my better judgment, I lowered it slightly. A chilling gust of wind swept into the car and the figure whispered, "Help me." I couldn't make out its features, but an overwhelming sense of sadness and desperation emanated from it. My instincts told me to drive away, but something compelled me to assist the enigmatic stranger. Against my better judgment, I stepped out of the car and followed the figure into the darkness. My feet sunk into the muddy ground, and each step was heavy with uncertainty. The figure led me into a nearby forest, the trees bending eerily in the wind. As we walked deeper into the woods, the air grew colder, and the dense foliage seemed to form an impenetrable wall around us. Panic clawed at my throat, but I pressed on, drawn by an inexplicable force. We reached a clearing where a dilapidated cabin stood, its windows shattered, and its walls seemed to hold secrets from centuries past. The figure gestured towards the cabin, and my heart pounded in my chest, warning me to turn back. But I felt an inexplicable pull towards the decaying structure. Inside the cabin, an unsettling aura filled the air. Strange symbols adorned the walls, and the faint glow of candles cast eerie shadows. A sense of foreboding washed over me as the figure revealed its true form. A specter with hollow eyes and translucent skin. "Help me find peace," it whispered, its voice echoing through the walls. "I am trapped between worlds, cursed to wander these woods until someone sets me free." Fear gnawed at my mind, but compassion for the tormented spirit compelled me to help. The specter led me to a hidden compartment in the floor where a weathered journal lay amidst the dust. As I opened the journal, a chilling tale unfolded before my eyes. A tragic story of betrayal, revenge, and unfinished business. The specter's life had ended in these woods, but its spirit remained tethered to this realm, seeking solace and retribution. With each word I read, the walls of the cabin seemed to close in, and I felt the presence of malevolent entities lurking in the shadows. I knew I had to act quickly to free the specter and myself from this cursed place. Following the journal's instructions, I recited a ritual, calling upon the spirits to grant the specter peace. The air crackled with energy, and the cabin trembled as the supernatural forces converged. In a blinding flash, the specter dissipated, leaving behind an unsettling silence. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the rain outside ceased. The cabin felt empty, devoid of the malevolence that had plagued it for so long. Trembling, I rushed back to my car, and to my relief, the engine roared to life. I drove away from that haunted highway, the memories of that night etched into my soul forever.